Hello, 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 everyone. How are you? I hope you guys are doing well. Let me just connect as well to the other channels. Give me 1 second. And here we are. Here we are again on the Sunday sessions, the live Sunday sessions. They will run around 20 minutes to talk about anything that is on your heart, that you have questions about, things that is happening in the beauty industry, marketing claims, ingredients, inky lists, whatever there is really that helps to for you to feel empowered and to learn more about your skincare journey and to enable you on your skincare journey as well to have healthy and beautiful skin. So I hope you're going to enjoy the session today with me. If you have any questions, please leave a comment. We are on multiple channels live, so I will have a bit of a look back and forth if everything is working fine as expected. But if you have any channel questions, please ask away. These are not meant to be monologues where I'm just talking, but also for you, it's actually a session for you to ask me anything that might be on your heart or that you would like to learn more about. So hello everyone that is also joining on Instagram. It's wonderful to have you here. So you're wondering, like, who is this person? So who am I? I'm Zara. I'm the CEO and founder of Naya Skincare. I'm the chief ingredient nerd here at Naya. I love ingredients and I love combining them. I'm no fan of a one ingredient hit list. That's been from yesterday, and we should all really ditch these products that are just promoting one ingredient, because you don't need just one ingredient. You need beautifully, meticulously formulated products that really have a range of different ingredients, because at the end of the day, you need a team of ingredients to really address your problem. But what are we talking about today in these next 20 minutes? Within the next 20 minutes, we're going to talk about hydration and how you're adding in hydration into your skin. So the weather is changing, the climate is changing, so it's a perfect topic. Although here in England, it's been getting rather cold again. So there was a brief moment of spring and then it seems to have changed again, but I'm hopeful that it will eventually get warmer. But we're going to talk about hydration today, and the reason being is that I feel like there's a lot of that going on in the industry at the moment. There's a lot of advertising going on that basically tells consumers that your skin is the problem, and your skin isn't the problem. You can easily add and remove hydration throughout in your skincare if you know how, and if also you are aware what kind of stage your skin is and what kind of environment you're currently in, because that really heavily also influences your hydration in your skin and how you then have to adapt that hydration that you are applying onto your skin. So let's get started. I hope you will find this interesting and you will take some insights away from this session. So I have a bit of a cheat sheet list, so I don't forget, because I will forget a lot of other things, I'm sure, that I would like to talk to you about. So I do have a bit of a cheat sheet, so I'm not forgetting everything. So what is hydration? So I don't think hydration is necessarily a problem or a skin problem as such. I think there are other problems that are really heavily researched. There are huge amounts of customer research being conducted across the globe, and hydration isn't really one of them. I mean, you have discoloration, you have rosacea, you have blemishes, you have fine lines and wrinkles. That's really one of the top ones out there. You have sensitivity, you have skin texture, like in terms of like the elasticity in your skin when the collagen is breaking down and your skin is not as elastic anymore. We used to be when you were younger, because with 30 we start to like break down the collagen, or the collagen gets started to break down in your skin. And there are others, but there are really 5 main problems that continuously come up and up and up again when interviewing various people and various customers across the globe, and hydration isn't really one of them. But hydration is still important, and it's important to understand and put you in charge how you can actually add hydration into your skincare and how to take it out if you might have enough of it as well. So let's go through it, and we start with the lightest. So the lightest one, and I just realized I don't have it on me, but that's fine, is a mist. And it's really easy to do your own mist. You probably have recently seen maybe a story of mine where I had like a little mister and I created my own mist. And I regularly have that on me actually in my handbag to just mist away when required. It's almost like a little mini humidifier that I have with me to really just give my skin a bit of a hydration, because I'm not a huge fan of these mists. We don't have really a mist in our range either, but I know a lot of people out there, like in particular on TikTok, like mists are like the thing to use. And it's predominantly just water, really. Yes, you do have hyaluronic acid in it or glycerin, depending on what the base is, and some other things. But at the end of the day, I don't like just spritzing pure water on my face, because it can also lead to dehydration, of more dehydration of your skin. And then your skin is reacting actually with an overproduction of sebum. And you really want to actually avoid an increase of sebum production, because that can clog the pores and that then can lead to like inflammation, blemishes, etc., etc. So I do have a little mister that I use that is in my handbag or it's on my desk. It's usually around me, but it's not right now with me here. I will share the story as well again to remind you, but there's also for all my subscribers to our Naya newsletter, I will share the recipe and how you go about getting your own hydration mist. But I love using that one. I love sort of like doing it throughout the day. It feels really refreshing as well. It sort of gives you a bit of a fresh kick as well in your skin. And it just helps as well when you feel a bit tense in your skin to kind of calm that tense sensation a little. In particular as well, when now the sun is finally coming out, it's really nice as well if you mix it with like an aloe vera base. So you do like water, aloe vera, or rose water, or some other flower water that you enjoy. Please make sure that you're using organic flower waters for various reasons, and not just not organically certified. They have to be organically certified. And there's usually a glycerin base, and that I spritz on my face, or not spritz, or literally it's just a really nice sort of, well, it's like a, yeah, just a really nice hydration, like a humidifier, like that is sort of like gently moisturizing my skin and not having massive water droplets on my skin. That's really defeating the purpose. But what is happening then next is that is really the lightweight, uh, lightest texture that you can add in terms of this mist that you can apply onto your skin. So a lot of you might ask now, well, Zara, what about a toner? Toner is great as well. So there is not a huge difference when it comes to like a mist or a toner. One is like in a spritzer or in my little hydration mister, or one is like in a droplet bottle. Not a huge fan of the droplet bottles because you put it on a cotton pad and most of the water actually gets soaked into that cotton pad and there's not much applying going on. Yes, you can put it on your hands and then sort of like press it on, but I rather really prefer like sort of spritzing it on your face really gently with that hydrating mist. But there's no difference really. Like it's just the sort of way you apply it and your preference of applying. So you don't need really both. A lot of brands are telling you that you might need both, but either or is absolutely fine. And you have added that first layer after your cleansing step, that first layer of hydration into your skin, that sort of can then, where you can then build up your skincare routine from there. And then it sort of like starts to get into the next one. So once you have decided on that spritz or on that toner, whatever you prefer, make sure it's a hydrating toner. It's not like an exfoliant toner. There's a huge difference as well between those ones. Go for a hydrating toner because we're talking about how you're adding hydration into your skincare. Then the next step is really essences. And essences are coming in various forms. We have like Aura Essence here. It's a very like light gel texture. And essence is really not to be mixed up with a toner or a serum. It's really its own standalone skincare step. And it's really, as the name already says, it's an essential step in your skincare routine because this is a great way. And essence is really there to give hydration back to your skin after that cleansing step. It's really helping to plumb your skin before you kind of continue. It's basically as well a bit of like priming your skin for the next steps to follow, rebalancing your microbiome, which our Aura is doing. It really helps to like after the cleansing step, because the skin doesn't like really to be cleansed, because you always sort of like the microbiome that are naturally on your face, they're getting a little bit out of whack and getting confused, while the skin can itself regenerate. That is not a problem, and rebalance the pH. If your skin isn't really healthy, it will struggle and might take longer, but typically if you have a healthy skin barrier intact, you can kind of rebalance your own pH, so you don't really need like a toner in that essence as well. But if you do and you struggle with like an impaired skin barrier, then it's really helpful to have like an essence in place that really helps with rebalancing that microbiome that you have on your face, and also at the same time really floods your skin with hydration. Because that is just a great step, and it's really like that's what an essence is all about. A lot of people are telling us, no, it's more the serum. No, we formulated it though as an essence, because that's the task and the objective of an essence, to give you that hydration, to rebalance your skin barrier, to strengthen and support your skin barrier, and to balance those microbiomes. And it is, yes, it is a little bit gel-like. You can see that a little bit probably. I put way too much now into my hand. You can kind of see it is quite jelly. I don't know if you can actually see it, but it's not really liquidy. Most of the essences are really liquidy, so you can tell there's a high level of water in it. But it's really quickly, it's gone. It's just really gel-like texture. It has like hyaluronic acid in it, glycerin in it, and like other ingredients to help you balance that microbiome. And it's that step after the misting to really apply it, because then after the misting, you sort of like wetten the skin very gently. It's not soaked anymore, but it's like gently wetted. So that helps really to sort of sink in, particularly if it's a hyaluronic acid based. Now I have like a bit of a tongue twister, to sink into your skin. So it's a very great way to kind of set up your skin for the next steps. So this is really your second layer of hydration that you're adding into your skin to really flood that skin with hydration. The next step is then that a lot of people are then saying out there, yeah, you have to add another serum. And that's where my philosophy, what I started with Naya, is very different to what is happening out there. So in my view, formulating that when you have the aura, it gives you all the hydration that you need. Like I said, it helps you to strengthen your skin barrier. It helps you to balance the microbiomes. It really quenches your skin with hyaluronic acid in the form of hyaluronic acid and glycerin. You don't really need another serum. To me, a serum is a targeted product that addresses actually one of these 5 problems that I mentioned earlier. And it's not really hydration, because hydration isn't as such a skin problem. Skin problems is like the redness, the rosacea, blemishes, etc. And that's for me a serum that's very targeted to target one of these issues. However, if you are saying, no, I would like to have a serum to add on top of that, you can always use our Glow serum that you can then continue with. That has a silver ear mushroom in it. It's a humectant, and it also provides hydration. It acts very much like the hyaluronic acid in that way. And it sort of like maintains and restores and draws water into your skin cells. It's very light in motion, as you can see, and you can apply it onto the aura really beautifully. You don't need a lot from it either. A little goes a long way, and you can layer an additional hydration onto that one. Like I said, I don't think it's necessary. I think you absolutely fine with this. But if you do, and you do want to have like a bit of a glow up as well at the same time, which really gives that is really the focus of the serum. It really gives you a glow up. It helps you to brighten your skin a little, regenerate your skin as well. And it also helps to reduce any signs of like blemishes, etc. Then you can perfectly combine aura with the Glow serum. But how do we continue then adding hydration, as we're focusing on hydration in the session, into your skin? Just checking if there are any questions. Let me know if there are any questions that you might have. So in order to add further hydration, particularly if you are a dry you have a tendency to have dry skin and you're in a dry environment, so it's not very humid around you, or you're still having the heating on wherever you are, or it's just a very dry climate where you are, you can add hydration with the hydration mask. So with the hydration mask, you can use it as a gel, excuse me, as a gel moisturizer, because it's again quite jelly, quite light, and this is hydration only. So it's when you have dry skin, this is not your last and final step. So I really want to make sure that you all understand that the hydration mask isn't your last and final step if you have dry skin, plus you are also in a dry environment. It's a very light jelly texture, as you can see, and it's really rich as well in hyaluronic acid. And it helps sort of like to quench the skin as well. You only need a little bit. You can do a very thin layer on top of the glow serum to add another hydration layer into your skin. So it's not needed for every type of skin. Like probably if you have oily skin and you are in a humid environment, you probably don't need it. You probably only need the Aura and then our sun lotion that I have over here, if you're in a warm environment or in a sunny location, and that's absolutely fine, and that's the trick. But if you are dry and you're in a dry environment, you probably want to have another layer of hydration. But again, this one is absolutely optional. You do not have to do that. And you can as well absolutely be okay with combining these two products and adding hydration into your skin. So you have like a really complex of hyaluronic acid and silver ear and glycerin in here. And here you have silver ear mushroom. So, and that will give you the hydration, the bounciness that you require. So it's not dealing with any sort of dry, flaky skin in that sense. So hydration mask, absolutely optional. If you want to use it very, very little. A little goes a long way to add another level of hydration onto your skin. The next step really is when you are layering hydration into your skin, because the main thing really in these products is hydration. You do not have a lot of oils and butters in them because it's very focusing to like maintain the hydration, to put back hydration into your cells, to give you that bouncy sort of look and feel, and that sort of glass skin that we all like really want. In order to seal then all the goodness in that you're just layer for layer for layer, you have to use something that is a little buttery, very nice and buttery and a little rich. So you kind of put a protective shield on it and sort of like seal in all the goodness that you previously applied. And that's when our day cream really comes into action. See if I still get some stuff out, because I'm a heavy user of the day cream. So there is the day cream. If ever anyone wondered, am I using my own products? Yes, I am. So this is the day cream. As you can see, it's quite a thicker texture. So it's not as light as the emulsion. So it doesn't drop. And it's rich, but it's not that it's sitting on your skin. It sinks in, and it doesn't feel heavy on your skin, which I really like. I don't want something to feel heavy on my skin. I just don't like the feeling. I want something that sinks in and works from within, where it should. So you can layer that on top. And then that really helps because there are butters in it, there are oils in it, jojoba oil, cacao oil, of course, mango butter, that really sort of seals in then the skin, which is great, seals in the hydration, which is great. And for some people, it's then, you know what, that's it. You know, I'm using these 3 products that I just showed you, and that's absolutely enough, because depending on the environment they're in, depending on the type of skin they have, or the tendency they have, that is absolutely fine, and they don't need more. However, if you are a dry skin person and you are in a dry environment and you have the heating up and it's really crisp in wherever you are, you have to have another layer to really make sure you have that physical barrier and you protect your skin from anything and you really seal in all the hydration. And that's when you need to consider oils. So you need to consider then the oils, because they will seal everything in and they help you to build that protective layer. Because when you have dry skin, you are missing lipids. And these lipids, you might not get enough from a day cream. You might not get enough, definitely not get enough from a serum. You need ideally a balm or an oil. And again, that's absolute preference and texture. Do you prefer a balm or do you prefer an oil? You don't need both. A lot of brands out there tell you need it all. No, you don't need it all. You just need to figure out what texture you like. Do you like a balmy, buttery texture, or do you like a liquidy texture that you can also mix with your day cream to enrich your day cream that you really love, or just like to press it more onto your skin instead of like rubbing it in. So it's really a preference in terms of application and what your texture preference is in that sense. So that was sort of a whistle stop through how to add hydration. I hope you found this helpful. Like I said, it really depends on what skin you have, like if you have oily skin, if you have like a drier skin, and what kind of environment you are. So if you're in a very dry environment, you probably need all of it to really seal in the hydration. And if you're oily skin, particularly as well in a humid environment, you probably don't need that many products. All you might need is like a really good essence, and then all you need is maybe the sun lotion. And or if you are not in a very sunny environment, although if you're in a humid environment, you probably are, but if you're not, then you probably have layer the glow serum on it and you're fine. But if you are dry skin in a dry environment, you have to add that hydration in layer for layer and layer. And then your skin is also very parched and almost maybe as well inflamed and flaky. You can almost like see it as well. And that's when you kind of put oils or like balms onto your face. You really seal everything in so it doesn't leak out into the environment. It stays in your skin. And also you have that physical protection layer because nothing else goes in then anymore, because your skin barrier is impaired. So you do need to protect it from external aggressors and free radicals. So I hope you enjoyed it. There was a lot of information in it. If you do have any questions, feel free to DM me, email me. But I will also have a YouTube video going up on that topic because I think it's a very important topic, and it's not necessarily, like I said, a skin problem as such. You can easily fix it if you know how and what environment you are and what skin you have and how to deal with it. So you can easily fix it. It's not a problem as such. So make sure you realize that. And but if you have any questions, do let me know. And I look forward to seeing you soon on my next session next Sunday at 4 o'clock CET and 3 o'clock British Summer Time. Have a wonderful Sunday all, and I speak to you soon. Bye for now.